And here's the final video for life-size Papercraft Link. It's been 4 years since the last progress update because I had to move across country to go to medical school. But now that I'm back, it is time to make this final video. I'm just gonna give you a few pointers on stabilizing this model because it's such a large model that you can't imagine parts of them will weaken. So the part that weakened the most for this model is actually right here at the ankle. It started like caving in here, and there's some wrinkles here that you can't really see on this video, but it kind of caved in and the whole leg bent over this way, and this inside here started collapsing. So I had to reinforce that, and then once I reinforced that, the thighs started collapsing a little bit here, so I had to reinforce that too. And then around here under the tunic, he had some collapsing there, and I'll take him apart and show you how it looks on the inside. It was his left foot that kept caving in. Actually, let me show you the side view of this guy so you might be able to see why. So you see how everything is tilted forward. Most of his weight is on his left foot, and his body is tilted forward in a way with his back arched. So that explains why most of his, or pretty much I needed to reinforce his left foot so much. I'll show you how I did it. So I'm gonna turn him upside down, and as you can see inside here, I left the bottom foot or the shoe open because I anticipated having to do some repairs later on, and it paid off. So I didn't need to have to rip it apart or anything. Let me see if I can bring them into better light here. Inside, let's see. Inside his ankle, kind of inside this area, I had 2 strips on either side of cardboard. I just used a ton of glue and glued it on in there. We're gonna see it in here. There you go. Yeah, you can see both sides, and also the front too. Hard to see. There you go. Might be able to see it better. So that kind of just helped reinforce it. Now also his foot was caving in, so I put one arching strip of cardboard, and I had to bend it in a way that matches the folds up top here. And then I propped another piece right across to keep it from caving in this way. And it's been effective for a week now, so hopefully it'll last as long as I need them to. So once I reinforced everything in here, this part started caving in and bending, so I had to access that from the top here. And again, I left this part open. This is just the cardboard that I used 4 years ago to create this part. There's a little hard to see with this lighting, but again in here there's a little bit caving in, so I just stuck a piece of cardboard there, and right in here cardboard all over the place, and there's also paper straps in there too. And here's the thigh area. This is actually a pretty long piece of cardboard, along with everything around the knee area. I'm not really sure how to describe what I did, but I just kind of used my hand and pushed the whole thing down, see where it bent, and just put cardboard on that area. And judging by where I put the cardboard, I don't remember, I think it was like around here. Yeah, this part, oops, sorry, this part kept caving in, which makes sense because it's like a convex area on this concave. So on these 2 concave areas, so that's the weak part that'll cave in. So I just put cardboard strips, kind of pre-bent it to match the shape, and just glued it on. And it's kind of tricky. I had to spend a lot of time putting pressure on the cardboard to keep it attached to the paper while applying counter pressure from the outside and waiting for it to dry. So it actually got pretty tiring after holding it for a while to let it dry, but it was worth it because in the end it stands pretty well. And the right foot didn't really need too much reinforcing, though I did notice that the waist area was caving in, so I put cardboard all along the inside here and just got a little bit creative with this little triangle piece. I don't think that that's all that effective, but I thought I needed it at the time. And again, all I did was just push it down here, and I noticed I was caving in along this, again, this valley area, convex area on concave surfaces. This will be a weak point that needed reinforcing. So hopefully this will be the last video. I hope I don't need to make any more adjustments on Link, and you should be able to stand pretty well from here on out, because it's been 4 years and the only thing that really needed reinforcing were those parts that I mentioned on the legs. I'm not sure if I'm going to make another model up to this caliber or this size, because I'm going to be busy with work, but it has been fun creating this. I just want to thank viewers for your support. I've received a lot of positive comments, which are very nice, and thank you for watching.